Grand Rising, or whatever time of day it is you're watching me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. Come on in. Let's connect. Let's vibe. Let's interact. Share and tag, tag and share, share and tag, tag and share, share and tag, tag and share. So excited to see you on today. Share, tag, text, text, share, and tag on today. Another Revolution Sunday with yours truly. I'm so glad that you made it into this digital and spiritual place today. Almighty, I'm thankful and grateful for such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you for your inner guidance. Thank you that we are one with you. Thank you that you are one with us. Thank you that in you we do live and move and have our being. And I bless you and I praise you. We are so grateful that we are evolving, transforming, and ascending by Yeshua's name, consciousness, way, power. It is so. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you, for spending a few moments with me on today. It is such a wonderful thing, always, to connect. Blessings, Linda. Blessings to our resident mystic, Wesley Turk. Blessings. Something is on its way to you, Pastor Turk. Blessings to our resident therapist, Pastor Jerry Cotton, and others who are logged in on both YouTube and Facebook. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. I always like to remind you of what Philippians 4:13 helps us to understand, that I can do all things through Christ, the Christos, Christ's mind, the energy, the synergy, the power, the presence of the one that is one with all and all with one. Type in the comment section, I can. I can, I can, I can, I can. I can, I can, I can. Woo, I sense it so strongly. I needed that. I can elevate. I can arise. I can overcome. I can vibrate at a higher frequency. I can elevate. I can rise. I can manifest anything. Come on, type it and speak it out loud. I can. I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. You are created by an enormously powerful creator, God, source, and sustainer. That doesn't make you powerless. That doesn't make you impotent. By inherent, intrinsic design, you are powerful. I want you to type in the comment section, I am powerful, and speak it out loud. I am powerful. Come on, own it. Own it, my family. I am powerful. The world may try and convince you otherwise, but I am powerful. There may be other forms of information that's trying to educate you otherwise, but I am powerful. That's it. Type it in the comment section. I am powerful. Speak it. You may be facing financial situations. I am powerful. It may look like a financial disturbance in your life, but I am powerful. There may be something trying to operate in your physical body, but I am powerful. Hmm. You may have some sense of despair, but speak out loud. I am powerful. Oh, what a wonderful thing it is to know the power, to embrace the power, to know that you are the power. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing it is. But I'm so glad again to see you and you on this particular day. I want you to type it in the comment section. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Come on, type that in the comment section. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Oh my God, I felt that. Come on, type it in the comment section. Every day and every way, I am getting better and better. Almighty, thank you for your divine infusion of strength in this moment. Every day and every way, I am getting better and better. Yes, 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 yes. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Yes, 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 yes. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Thank you for typing it. Let's see who agrees. Let's see who's declaring and decreeing. Yes, yes, yes. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Absolutely. Positively. I am getting better and better. So glad to be on with you this particular day. And I got to ask you right now in this moment, checking on you, what are you eating and sipping? And also let me know how you're feeling in the moment. What are you eating and sipping? And how are you feeling in the moment? Talk back to me. Talk back to me. We're rolling, 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 rolling right along today. Rolling right along. Rolling right along. I've got my organic coffee with French vanilla creamer. It's delicious. It's delightful. That's what I'm sipping on. And I myself, I'm good processing several thoughts, feelings, and emotions, as we all are. That's what I'm sipping on, and that's how I'm doing. Let's see here. Linda says, drinking water and feeling blessed. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Feeling great. Grits, toast, and link sausage is what Wesley says. Let's see here. A resident therapist says, I'm feeling connected and complete. Drinking coffee straight. All right. Awesomeness, 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 awesome. All right. Anybody else? Let's see. And the resident therapist says, I'm feeling connected and complete. Drinking coffee straight. It takes courage to drink that coffee straight. Certain kind of person to drink that coffee with nothing in it. Oh my goodness, thank you all for sharing with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. We're going to move forward and get into some wonderful, wonderful teaching. Anybody else want to share before we move? Anybody else want to share anything before we move forward? Yes. Somebody says that's military coffee. Oh, my goodness. And then he says, yes, there's an edge to it. Oh, my goodness. Indeed, 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 indeed. So glad to see all of you all on today. Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Did you tag and share and text, tag and share? I'm ready to get on with the teaching today. So glad to have you dropping by today. With all that's going on in the world, all that's going on in your world, I'm so thankful and appreciative that you've taken time to stop by on today. Quickly, I want to get a quick one-liner from everybody. How's your manifestation challenge going? Anybody been participating besides some of us in the manifestation challenge? And tell me how that's going for you. I'm curious to know how that's going. The manifestation challenge, the 10-second, 2 or 3 times a day, seeing yourself eating that food you want to eat challenge. That's what I'm talking about. So talk back to me and let me know real quickly how that's going for you. And also know that we are open to sharing, bringing you on the show, or allow you to send your videos in so that we can also share testimonials on the air. With those testimonials, you can share with this friendly, inviting audience in terms of the things that you may have experienced that are working for you, trying these principles and actually experiencing success when you use them is a powerful thing that we should and would like to share with as many people as we possibly can as we're on this journey. Folk need to know that this stuff is real. They need to know it's real. They need to know that it works. They need to know that when they try it and implement it, it will bring about great manifestation in their lives of all sorts. As it is taught, when you apply it, it does work for you. I want you to know that. It's an awesome thing to get results. An awesome thing to get results. And to be able to share with other people that these things are actually working for me. All right, we're about to move forward. Let's see. Share a long video. Let's see. Depending on how long it is. I had somebody set up today who was sent a video, but I didn't have time to get it edited. Let's see. It's going great, teacher. I'm getting more comfortable. All right. Yes, it depends on how long it is. And of course, I'm going to have you on eventually live, Wesley, to have you on live as well. But I'm going to start adding that dimension to it because, again, we want people to see the effect and the impact that when you apply good spiritual principles, how it works for you. And people from within the midst or within our audience who are having wonderful experiences. And I know you are. Some of you are shy. Some of you are maybe not elaborating on your situations or circumstances, but it's happening in your favor. It's happening and working for your benefit, and that's a good thing. And so we're going to line some of you all up to come on to be able to share it. Okay. Let's see here. Look like somebody's excited to hear your testimony. Yes, Turk got a lot of testimonies. Turk got a lot of testimonies. Turk got a lot of testimonies. Powerful things that he can share and will share with us when he does come on. Now, at this particular time, I want to bring in somebody that's going to share a quick testimony with us on today. That's none other than Hillary. Can you hear me, Hillary?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can everybody hear Hillary? She's actually in the car today. She's normally at home when she's watching. Uh, but she's got a couple of testimonies she's going to share. Let me know, everybody, in the comment section if you can see and hear me well. And let's give a shout out to Hillary if you can see her and hear her well right now, real quickly. Let me know if you can see her. Let me know if you can see her. Let's see here. Let me know if you can see her. Okay, it says, yes, we can see and hear you well. I want to
Awesome.
make sure you can see her as well, real quickly. So now, while I'm waiting on responses, and then I'm getting to the teaching today, Hillary's got scores and scores and scores and scores of testimonials, or testimonies, I should say, going back to, well, for years, but more specifically last year, and learning some of these principles, relearning some things, and applying them in her personal life, and has seen some wonderful results. I told her, you need to start doing some of this stuff for your uncle.
I'm
She's
working
having
on it.
so much success with it. How you doing today, powerful niece Hillary?
Ooh, I'm doing so good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling revived and refreshed. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate you
Good.
taking a few minutes to share one or two testimonies with our wonderful spiritual community today. Even a couple of things I think you mentioned that happened recently. So go ahead, go with it. We listening.
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, everybody. So, I have been putting into play, and I say hardcore, like everything that Dr. A.G. Green, my amazing uncle, has been teaching us, right? And one of the things that happened this past week, which I like to say is probably my favorite thus far, because I have been playing with my manifestations in a sense and like making a game out of it. I love me some coffee. I love Dunkin' Donuts so much. And this week, I needed some coffee. I hadn't had any in a few days. So I was like, I'm just going to go get me some coffee. I normally place it online, but this time I didn't. And as soon as I pulled up, there was like one car in front of me ordering. I just, I just bluntly said, I wish this car would just pay for my coffee today. Like, I'm going to get something free today. I don't know what I'm going to get free today, but I'm going to get something free today. So I pull up and I place my order, and I almost got me some toast too, but I thought I only had like $5 in my wallet and I wasn't trying to use my card, right? So I placed my order, and when I pull behind the car, they're already at the window paying. I also seen them get this cute little Easter basket that had like Dunkin' Donuts on it and little chicks. And I was like, oh, I want one of those for my kids too. So if I'm being honest, I thought I might have like overheard them say they were going to pay for my order, but I wasn't sure. So I had my $5 in my hand and I said, Hillary, if you believe that your order is going to be paid for, why do you even have your money out? So I laughed to myself. I put my money in my wallet. And as soon as I pulled up, the lady at the register said, oh, the car in front of you paid for your coffee, and they also wanted you to have one of these. And then they gave me the exact basket that I just said I wanted. And that made me laugh. It was really funny because it happened instantly. It wasn't like I thought about it the day before, or it wasn't like I'd planned and I was just working over. Like, no, I literally pulled up and decided I didn't want to pay for my coffee and asked for it to be paid for, and it was paid for. Um, that same day, actually, I ended up getting something else free. I went in to get gas and was prepared to pay for my soda, but I had rewards that I didn't know about. So I ended up getting something else free that day, too. So that was like two in one. And that was pretty cool.
Wonderful. And I just want to explain to people that some of us have done that. We've paid for the car behind us or been a recipient of it. And that's powerful, but it's even more powerful when you, with intention, decide that this is going to happen. It's not like,
Definitely.
yeah, it's not like you're just in the moment and, oh, this is shocking. Oh, they're going to do this for me. No, you decided that this was going to happen and it happened. So that's a
Definitely.
powerful thing. But Hillary's got testimonies manifesting thousands of dollars, rent paid, car notes, taxes on car,
I
you know.
have manifested a free month of rent, you guys. So that's possible too. Um, Last summer, I wasn't working at the time, and I build websites and do logos and all that and all those things, and I was doing that as well. And I don't know, like, I didn't even process that it happened. I just had the thought, like, man, I just really wish my rent would be covered this month and I can just go on about my day because I don't want to stress this month's payment. And when I went in to pay in August, I before I went in to pay in August, I got a text message from my landlord, and he was making it clear that I was covered in July. And I just kind of chuckled at that too because how was I covered? I didn't give anybody any money, but I did manifest that and it happened. So this stuff works, you guys. It works. You got to work it. You got to believe it. You got to believe in the power of your mind, and you have to know that you're worthy of it to happen, and then it'll just happen.
And let me say this before we release Hillary today. Hillary will be coming back on in the future, as I would love to have some of you on. There was a time she was 2 to 3 months behind, a couple months behind on her rent, a few months behind on her car. Car was threatened to be repossessed multiple times.
Multiple times.
Didn't have insurance on the car. Was behind on the car. Was behind on rent, and we had conversations. She took the advice I gave her and manifested all of that stuff being brought current, including what she just said to you about the rent. Okay. And she, yes, she was kind of hysterical. She was excited. She didn't know what to do. She was stressed. We sat down and had a conversation. I told her exactly what she needed to do, and she did it. She's
I can.
manifested jobs. Okay. On and on and on and on. So I'm saying to you, it's a it's a deprogramming to reprogramming to reprogram. It's an unlearning to relearn. How all these things work and who we are in terms of the power we possess, being the center of the divine mind. All of this authority that we have, there was no begging involved. There was no pleading involved. There was no, I can't eat for 30 days so this can happen kind of stuff. Simply exercising spiritual laws and spiritual principles. Literally, tens of
100%.
thousands of, I should say, excuse me, thousands of dollars in a matter of 2, 3 months, 4 months, including her taxes. So, yes, we talking rent, being behind. We talking car notes being behind more than one time. She would say they call and say, we're gonna pick it up. What should I tell them? I say this, boom, 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 boom. So I'm saying to you, I'm watching in her life and y'all lives too, as you testify, but in hers up close and personal, that these things work. And it's a matter of lowering your resistance. And I'll
Hmm.
get into that in a minute. Lowering your resistance to what you think you know. The resistance comes by what you've been taught. It's like I was talking with her last night, and she was telling me about one of her children who's becoming powerful, learning some of these things and doesn't know what she's doing. And I was sharing with her when they're that age, uh, they have to be taught how to create resistance because they believe anything at that age. And you want them to remain in that state where they do know within themselves and believe within themselves that anything is possible, because you and I are taught as we grow older. And the example I gave her was, don't ever tell your children money don't grow on trees. That creates a thought that it's hard to come by money.
Yep.
So my point is, um, she's doing a wonderful job evolving and
Thank you.
growing. Yes, she has her hiccups, her challenges like everybody else, but we have to just recenter ourselves. We just
Yeah.
come back to the middle. We continue to stay strongly connected with God, the divine, the sources, the sustaining creator. And then we just move forward. We keep trying. I'm gonna let you have the last word, Hillary, and then I'm gonna get into the teaching today.
Okay. Well, in that case, I just want to take a moment to encourage everybody on here that you really are powerful. Like, the power is in your mind. Everything that he's teaching us, we don't have to beg, we don't have to cry. You just have to want it. And the moment you want it, you have to also remember you're not in charge on like saying it's going to come from here, it's going to come from here, it's going to come from there. The letting go of the resistance is like just knowing that it's going to be provided for you simply because you asked for it. So take literally everything he's saying. Don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it with both your hands, scoop it up, fill yourself up with it, and then play with manifesting. No matter how small or silly you may think it is, you don't really see how powerful you are until you decide to be intentional about it. But I love you guys.
All right, we love you too. Thank you for coming on. Pre-
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. All right, family, here we go. Gonna get into some teaching today. Did you enjoy that? I can't. Let me open Facebook and see if we getting any likes and hearts here. Did you enjoy Hillary and her testimonial? And some things I didn't want her to get into today because I didn't want her to have to call out any names, circumstances, and situations, so forth and so on, as to how it manifested. But it was miraculous, from zero to having all these things taken care of, and even currently in the process, there's some great, outstanding, wonderful things happening supernaturally now. All right. So we really appreciate you coming on. And if you have testimonials over the last several months of things, you're taking this teaching, you're applying it, and you're working, and it's working for you, please inbox me. I'll be glad to bring you on as well. Or you can also always make yourself a video and send it in. But I'll be glad to have you on live. A lot of times, when you're watching somebody like myself, and then there are people in the audience, one of the best proofs that something is real, or that something is working, is by the testimonials. Okay, it's proof. It's a way to verify and validate that as these truths are being applied personally, they actually do work. All right, we're going to go back to today, where I think we're in Joshua 6:1 through 2. So what I did last week, midweek, was I've been talking about a different part of the text on Wednesday night, that I will continue with that line of the part of the text that I dealt with on Wednesday night. But today I'm going to continue to work from verse 2. Continue to work from verse 2. But during the week, I think, let me scroll up my notes here. During the week, I've started working on Philippians 2 and 13. It's still a part of this particular series, and this is See Like God, See Like Me, or See Like God series. I don't. My resident therapist, which one is this? Because, like I said, I don't even keep up with the numbers. I know I should do a better job with this. Right now, I am acclimating and reacclimating spiritually, mentally, and physically to a new situation in my life. So I'm still uh, adapting and evolving as to the things that I can and cannot participate in during the week. which is why I need to be freed up to like I was before to do what I do full time and expand it. So I don't even keep up with some of this stuff anymore. I need to see. I think this is three. I think this is part three on Sundays. So I've lost track. Just being honest with where we are in the installment. I think he had to help me out a week or two ago if this is part two or part three. Okay, this is part three of Divine Vision. Okay, part three. He says. So let me get in here real quickly. Believe it or not, I started early this morning because I was gonna have a new background for you all to see some new announcements, and I've got to replace this computer, so I'm going to replace it. But some of the donations you all have been giving, I'm investing in improving the background, just the technology and everything. And started having computer issues, so I had to sit here a while and wade through some situations, and the backdrop didn't work the way I wanted it to work. So anyway, I'm here in the strength of knowing who I am. So we put it up for you. We put it up for you. It's Divine Vision 3. So even now I'm scrolling through uh, my labels and I cannot find it for some reason to put it up on the screen. I'm gonna go up a little bit further. This is part three. In case you don't see it again, this is part three. All right. Now that I assume that the texts are up. Let me go back to the comment section. Let's see here. The texts are up. And I'm looking right now at King James. Now, Jericho, or in Hebrew, Jericho, was straightly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, none came in. We have verse 2. And the Lord said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thine hand Jericho, the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. That's King James. Thank you so much for that. We are in Divine Vision, part 4. Divine Vision, part 4. And last week, I think this was Wednesday night, we kind of touched on being the location of God. Well, so last week he said, was I in the location of God? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for that. I don't see the NIV up yet from Hillary. I'm sure she'll put it up when she gets a chance as well. Uh, I I want to start out with a statement that I have shared for a few years now. I want you to type it in the comment section. Imagination precedes manifestation. Imagination precedes manifestation. Imagination precedes manifestation. Imagination precedes manifestation. Type that in the comment section. Imagination precedes manifestation. I want you to type that in the comment section. And it is relevant that we understand and know this because what you and I are seeing in our world, again, it's coming from within. It's coming from within. Let me see who's typed it. Let's see who's typed it. We've got it happens before manifestation. What you think, family, what you imagine, what's in your heart and in your mind happens first in the imagination. Period. I want you to embrace that. I'm about to put another quote up from you from Ralph Waldo Emerson that I've used before. That's also a powerful spiritual and metaphysical principle. And that is the ancestor of every action is a thought. The ancestor of every action is a thought. I want those two things. Imagination precedes or is in front of manifestation. And then the ancestor or that which precedes action is a thought. And this is by the great philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson. I want you to let that resonate. I want you to let that circulate and find a place to be planted, buried, and nurtured within you. And we shared with you from Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, vision is translated as revelation. The people perish. Where there is no mental sight, that's what vision means in Proverbs 29:18, mental sight, dream or revelation or unveiling, uncovering. And then I shared with you from that revelation, which is about the unveiling, imagination, manifestation, revelation, imagination, manifestation, revelation, imagination, manifestation. I want you to understand, family, that when there is a powerful unveiling of self, a powerful unveiling of God, a powerful unveiling of God in you, God with you, God one with you, which is a powerful unveiling of self or a powerful unveiling of any type of information. The next thing that happens is it shows up in the imagination as a thought form, as a thought image, but yet substance, spiritual substance. Mental substance is real substance. Spiritual and mental substances are real things. Although they're invisible, they are reality. They have just not been transduced into physical matter, but it's real. So when there's a revelation, which really means an unveiling or an uncovering, and in most cases, it's an unveiling or an uncovering of truth. So, for example, if you have an unveiling and an uncovering of your true identity of being pure love, pure power, unlimited, always in favor with the divine, always chosen, then these are the things that show up in your imagination or the images that also are a collection that make up core beliefs. It's how you see yourself. It's how you see who and what you are. It's your belief of self. It is your self concept. It is your self image. It is your self esteem. It is your self worth. It is your divinity. All these things are not just a collection of thoughts, but we see what we think. You and I have the power to see what we think. That's where the imagination is so powerful. But that seeing, that inner sight, is just as real as what we consider to be natural sight. I want you to type it in the comment section. Uh, Inner sight is reality. Matter of fact, inner sight is insight. Sight inside. Sight within is insight. It is reality. It is reality. And you and I, again, are living our lives based on what we see within. Insight is inner sight. It is sight within. Insight is inner sight. It is sight within. Without the proper vision, without the proper vision, you will cast off restraint, which is what the Amplified Bible says. Without the proper vision, the King James says perish. Casting off restraint is perishing. And why is that? It is perishing. It will cause the ultimate vision or the highest form of who and what you are will never see the physical light of day because you don't have enough restraint to discipline yourself, to align yourself with the highest version of you. Again, if you want a healthy body, but the image of you is that I'm born with the body I have, and that's the best that I can do. And that's your revelation of you, then you're going to put any and everything in your body. You are casting off restraint, and you are missing the highest version of self, which is healthy and whole. Hear me? making great selections, that restraint is cast off. Therefore, that part of who and what you are will die. It exists in you, whether you know it or not. I'm saying to you, there's a greater version of you, a better version of you that exists right now. And the only way you can access that is by a revelation, an unveiling, an uncovering. Once it is revealed, then the imagination starts creating from the revelation. The imagination starts creating from the inner sight. The imagination creates the inner sight. When there's an unveiling, the imagination becomes the inner sight, the insight, the inner sight, the inner view, the inner image of you. Mm, I feel that one. Talk to yourself, Green. What do you see? Whether you accept it or not, you are divine. But sometimes in our divinity, we use carnal insights. In our divinity, we use natural sight. In our divinity, we use empirical data, and I love empirical data. But I want you to understand that on this plane, what we consider to be empirical data, for example, empirical data is not only quantifiable, but is verifiable by certain processes and scientific means, or scientific means through the analysis of our instruments, whatever we use to analyze a thing. For us, is what determines its reality. If I can taste it, touch it, hand, by number one, the senses test, and then number two, through the senses test, what is measurable. And I want you to understand that whatever it is that is measurable is changeable. Whatever it is that is measurable is malleable. I'm gonna say it again. Whatever it is that is measurable is malleable. That's with two L's, meaning that it can change. Again, we think that reality is solidity, meaning that it is permanent. But since we've been here in this iteration of self, since we've been here in this incarnation of self, reality is shifting every day. So there was a reality that Hillary was living where all this stuff was behind. And that reality, according to the system, and some people connected, there was a crude analysis, there was dramatic analysis, there was criticism, there was all these things in a nexus, in a cloud. That was reality for certain people. I want you to hear me today. There was a reality by the loan company. There was a reality by the landlord. There was a reality with Hillary. And when we get in those moments, we think that the solution, again, is through the way we've been taught, which is a natural process or a natural order or a natural financial philosophical order as to how a situation has to be resolved. For example, okay, I got to get out here and earn a lot of money so I can catch up on all that. And that's one way of doing it. And if you come from within a construct of people, if you come from within a certain a philosophical framework which teaches you these things, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but this is the reality that you live by. This is what you think. So you're saying I'm behind, and the reality is I can't catch up because I don't have a job. You're saying I'm behind, and the reality is, hear me, that I won't be able to pay these things because I don't have the money, because I don't have the income, because I don't have the job. And if you accept that and embrace that, family, then that is solidified for you. But what you need to understand is that what you think is solid is changeable. And it's only going to change when your insight, when your revelation changes, then your imagination, the things you see, what you start living inside of you will change. Hear me. And you can believe that the only route to go is I got to get a job. I got to make several paychecks before I can catch up with anything, or I got to, plead with somebody to help me navigate through a circumstance or situation, or I can't do it unless I have this in place or that in place. Listen, if you believe that that is reality, then it will become solidified for you. But I want you to understand, it is only solidified for you because you believe it is solidified. It is only permanent for you if you believe it's permanent, because it's all changeable. With the shifting of a thought, with the shifting of an inner sight, with the shifting of an inner view of self, it is all changeable. Ooh, hallelujah. I want you to see that even with her testimony, and we didn't even scratch the surface as to what appeared to be the intricacies of it, but we don't focus. I've learned not to focus on the intricacies. I've learned it's not my business in terms of the details of how it's going to manifest. So right now, I'm going to manifest instant millions. Did you hear what I'm saying? I am manifesting and have manifested. There's a part of me that has already manifested instant millions. Listen, I may choose a way, but I have not limited God's source and sustainer as to how to manifest the instant millions, because that's not my business. He may use a millionaire. He may use an idea through me that hits. It may be a contract. Watch this. It may be a drug dealer. It may be a lottery ticket. Somebody might send me something. It don't make a difference. That's not my business. My business is to know that this reality that I live is totally changeable according to my faith. Yeshua said, according to your faith, so be it unto you. So the revelation stimulates my imagination to see that who and what I am is superior to all physicality and can be changed at any moment in time according to what my inner sight is and my inner reality creation is. And so what happened? Without a job, family, most of that stuff happened. I'm gonna say 90% of the stuff, 80 to 90% of her situation shifted without a weekly income. I need you to catch what I'm saying. I'm gonna say about 80%. Yeah, about 80% of what she needed. Yeah, 70 to 80%. Let me say 70 to be safe. 70% of the turnaround for her came not from a job. I need y'all to catch that. That's right. It came without a paycheck. And again, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying that's one way. And you think that that is the only way for money reality to be generated, or abundance to be generated. If you think that's the way, then that is the way. If you think it is the exclusive only way, excuse me, then it is the only way. But I want you to know that that's changeable too. There are many people as we speak right now, and I'm not talking about benefits from state or federal government, who are benefiting from gifts, endowments. Come on now. Wonderful things that just dropped in their lap or were just handed to them without them without one drop of sweat rolling down the side of their face, without one effort of physical action. And now they are living financially independent or living comfortably or have the things that they really desire or have the things that they just need, and they didn't lift a finger to do it. But what they did was believe that it was done. What they did was relaxed and develop joy and peace and didn't chase it, but allowed those things to chase them. They relaxed in faith. They relaxed in knowing. They relaxed in believing that the situation will resolve. They just decided, I'm not going to let it bother me. They decided, I'm not going to let it control me. And bam, these things that showed up. The car showed up. The job showed up, or the house showed up, or the career showed up, or the education showed up, or they were advanced in the process, or they got the kidney, they got the lung, or they got the surgery that couldn't be paid for before. I can go on and on with a litany of examples of how people didn't work to manifest millions of dollars. They didn't work to manifest thousands of dollars. They didn't work to see a solution come to fruition. And again, the philosophy of the world is a physical carnal philosophy. This is what you must understand. And even your poor interpretations and your, excuse me, let me backtrack. People's poor interpretations of scripture talk about working by the sweat of his brow. Okay, when we see many miracles in scripture where nobody worked to receive the miracle, there are many times Yeshua prayed for people and he didn't tell folks you had to work to get this. He didn't tell people you had to crawl to get this. Even he manifested money, they said, to pay his taxes in the form of existing in a fish and didn't work one day for that money to pay taxes. Even scripture shows us they went out toiling. They had toiled all night. Their physical toil did not work. So then the master, who's one with the I am, who operates in the Christ mind, said, I don't care that you've been working without inspiration, working without energy, working without connection and oneness with me and oneness with God. Let me show you where the fish is. With just one instruction and obedience to one instruction, the nets broke. There were so many fish. It wasn't the work they did up until that point that caused them to deserve a net breaking harvest of fish. No, it was obedience. Watch this. It was faith that is obedience to one command. And I'm saying to you right now, faith and obedience to one command from God that is a part of you, that's one with you, can shift everything in your life. And none of this is in my notes. I guess I just need to flow. Wow. Hallelujah. I guess I just needed to flow. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I just feel like I need to tell y'all I love you in this moment. Mhm. I need to tell you that I love you. I need to tell you that God loves you. I need to tell you that I appreciate you. I need to tell you that I see the highest version of you and the highest good in you. Mm. What is your vision of you? What is your vision of you? Because again, revelation, imagination, manifestation. Again, imagination precedes manifestation. What is your vision of yourself? I, like you, am constantly working to unlock binding, incarcerating thoughts that imprison me to divine, unlimited thoughts that will free me. And I've got to ask you the question, what have you been told about who you are financially? What have you been told about who you are as a person? What have you been told about what you can and cannot have based on your skill set, your education, your intelligence level, your looks, your skin color, your gender? What have you been told based on how many children you have, what you can and cannot accomplish with or without a man, or with or without a woman? What have you been told? And if you've been told these things and you accepted these things, then you have allowed a revelation of limitation of self, of confining, restricting situations, create a confining, suffocating reality. I refuse to live in a suffocating reality. I refuse to choke myself to death by my own beliefs. I refuse to allow my imagination to create a reality within me that manifests externally, where I am always on the bottom side, where I am always struggling, where I'm always pitiful, why I'm always the last, where I am always cast out or cast down or looked over, where I'm always struggling, where I always have my hands around my own neck. I want you to hear what I'm saying today as it's coming to me. If you feel the system is killing you, the operative words are you feel. that means you're creating a reality within yourself where the system is killing you. But it's not actually the system that's killing you, it's you taking your own mental hands and putting it around your own mental neck and choking your own self out based on what you believe. And yes, the system may is rigged. There are some systemic things that do exist, but they don't get to work in your life and in my life if I don't allow it to work in my life. It only works if I allow it to work. Hear me, I am not a fan of this current president, but I made up my mind before he got elected. I had a sense he was going to get elected. And after he got elected, that I'm going to thrive and prosper under him and anybody else. Seeing the antics on display, seeing the things that are happening politically, socioeconomically, but making a conscious choice that I'm not going to allow my life to be governed by somebody else's decisions. Period. I'm going to be happy as a lark with what I have. I'm going to manifest more than enough for me and those I love, no matter who's in. This is the reality I'm sitting in because the other one's just going to make me more miserable and codependent anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. Somebody help me. And it don't mean we don't speak truth to power, because we do speak truth to power. But those who speak truth to power need to be living first the liberated truth. That I see you doing what you're doing and creating something that is mentally and physically binding other people. But because I am liberated, or as a liberator who first applies it to their own self, inwardly, in my faith, in my conviction, I'm liberated and free. Nothing you do is going to harm or bind me. And I'm going to use my liberation to create my own underground financial, economic, spiritual, racial railroad to free people. And I'm not going to tell the people I'm freeing that they're bound. I'm going to tell the people that I'm freeing that no, you are free. Do not accept these things as something that can constrict, restrict, limit, hinder you. If it's really according to your faith, family, then it's according to your faith. If it's really in the message translation, become what you believe, then it is really based on what you believe. Thank you. I'm the CEO of my reality. Come on, let's type that in the comment section. Matter of fact, let's use the I am language. You see what Pastor Turk put in there. I want you to type, I am the CEO of my reality. I am the CEO of my reality. Hallelujah. I feel that. But come on, type that in the comment section. I am the CEO of my reality. I've got tears in my eyes because I have chosen the lesser road before. I have chosen the depressed road before. I have chosen the woe is me road before. I have chosen nothing ever seems to be better, get better for me. I have chosen, seem like when I walk up on the doors, the big doors, they always close in my face. I have chosen, why is it me that's already always suffering road before? And it leads to more of that kind of stuff. I refuse to take my own mental hands and choke the life out of my own self. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I am the CEO. Thank you for that, sir. I am the CEO. I am that I am the CEO of my reality. Come on, type it. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because listen to this, family. As soon as you embrace that this is the will of God, as soon as you embrace that this is the way it is supposed to be, as soon as you embrace that this is what is required, hear me. I want you to understand that when you first start saying it, there may be there's some spark there. It feels good. By the time you get to day 3 or 4, it might not feel so good. But let me ask you a question. Was the way you were doing it before any better? Say it, repeat it consistently until it's how you think. until it's what you actually not just trying to believe. You're not just believing it, you know it, and you live in this knowingness with certainty. Ooh, my. Hear what I'm saying, family. Hear what I'm saying. The revelation of self, the mental insight as to who and what you are, has to be greater than any physical situation. It has to be greater than anything that you have interpreted as a trouble or as a trial, as a tribulation. It has to be greater than any of this lower level, lower vibrational crap that you see existing in your life. Because the minute you give it power over you is the minute you give it dominance over you. The minute, hear me, you say that what they did is what's making me poor. What they did is what's making me pitiful. What they did is what's making me suffer and struggle. You don't realize you're not really, let me paraphrase that. Yes, you're giving power to them in the sense that you're using your own power to believe that their actions has the ability to destroy you. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Ooh, I feel this morning. I feel this morning. I was saying I was just going to be on here an hour. I feel this morning. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I want you to understand that it is possible to be in situations like Joshua, where you are facing a Jericho type situation. That is possible. Okay. But it is also equally possible that there is a solution inside of you for the Jericho type situation. A city in the ancient world, an ancient city, an old city. Some believe one of the oldest cities that existed. Retaining walls 12 to 15 feet high, crest wall 46 feet above ground level, 6 acres between the highest wall and the lowest wall. Folks live within the gaps, the huge gaps. It was like a little mini city within the gaps of the walls itself, the space between the walls itself. A city that was perched in a position where it was poised to defend itself and never have to surrender. They had a natural water supply that flowed through the city. It made it extremely difficult to conquer. It's symbolic representation of life's biggest challenges. I want you to hear what I'm saying real clearly. Hear what I'm saying real clearly. I want you to understand it represents stubbornness. It represents a juggernaut. It represents a mental stronghold. It represents difficult spiritual battles. It represents hard financial battles. It represents weariness. It represents something that appears to be insurmountable. It represents something that appears to be incapable of being conquered or defeated. My goodness, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. This is what Jericho represents to us today. Something that people said you can't do, something that your current pocketbook says back to you, you can never have that. Something your current level of experience or your current position says, you can never rise to that title, to that honor. You can never be chosen by that person. You can never be with this person. You can never have that level of excellence. You can never have that level of abundance. You can never have that level of love. You can never have that level of wholeness and healing. This is Jericho to some people. A thing that's standing right in your face that looks so menacing, so towering, so imposing, so intimidating that it would take an army to do it. It would take it would take a miracle to do it. And many stand in the stead where they don't believe they're capable of generating miracles. They don't believe they're eligible to generate miracles. miracles. They don't believe they're capable of manifesting miracles. I want you to hear me. It is the same Jericho, a similar Jericho, a related Jericho that exists right now in the lives of many people that I'm talking to. Watch this. You want to do better, but you see something big standing in front of you. You want to be closer to God, but it seems like something is separating you. You want to master your mind, will, and emotions, but it seems like a storm is always raging inside of you to disrupt your process and get you off track. You want the education, you want the career, you want the marriage, you want the love life. You want to be healed, you want to be whole, you want the best for your children, you want to be accepted and not rejected. You want to be honored. You want to be cherished. Come on here. You want to be an influencer. You want to be an actor, an actress. You want to be a great, dynamic, powerful speaker, preacher, leader, CEO. You're standing outside Jericho with a group of people. You're standing outside Jericho with you and your few. You're standing outside of the walls of Jericho looking at it. And depending on who you listen to when you're looking at Jericho, it's going to determine what happens next. And I'm asking you the question, who do you listen to when you see Jericho? Number one. Number two, what do you see when you see Jericho? I know Jericho represents a bank account right now that some of y'all have that's paycheck to paycheck. I know Jericho represents for some of you all a thin, slim, scarce income. I know that Jericho represents to some of y'all an inability to stay positive for more than 10 days at a time. You will crash and burn after that. I know that Jericho represents overwhelming trauma and the overwhelming uh, 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 negative processing of situation circumstances because you've been shaped to think that the worst of the worst is supposed to happen to you because you're unworthy. I know Jericho may be it may be what you believe you don't have, what you believe you cannot attain, what you believe you cannot achieve, what you believe that you're not good enough to be. I know Jericho is the thing that has some of you all sleepless. It's the thing that has some of you all shedding tears. It's the thing that has some of y'all needing to take a sip of something just to clear your mind, just to escape. Some folk are drinking because Jericho is so big. Some folks are getting high because Jericho is so big. Some folks are having extra sex because Jericho. I just need to get my mind off this Jericho because this is menacing. This is imposed. This is a whole lot bigger. In your mind, it's like it's something that I don't know how it's going to get done. You want to be at the front of the line and you're standing at the back of the line. That's like Jericho for some of y'all. Jericho is an extra $1,000 a month of income for some people. Jericho is a new vehicle because you need to replace the old one that you got. Jericho for some people is a house or an apartment that's roach filled or breaking down that you want to escape, but your credit is Jericho. I need you to hear me. Your cash flow feels like Jericho. Some of y'all dealing with people ticking you off, angering you, don't know how to handle you, don't know how to treat you, don't know how to support you. That's a Jericho for you. Hey. But I ask you the question, do you see Joshua? Do you see? What do you see, Joshua? See, Joshua, Ra'ah, Joshua, I have given you the city. See, no, not the city itself, not those huge walls, not those the guards on top of the walls, not the huge army they have. Don't see that. See inside that all of it is yours. that all of it is under your feet, that all of it is in your possession, that all of it is owned by you. Don't see how you're going to do it. Don't see when you're going to do it. Don't see the tragedies and the casualties that happen when doing it. Just see it as done. See it. See it. See it. See it. I got to ask you the question because y'all quiet in the comment section. I got to ask you the question again. What do you see? Loves, what do you see? Family, what do you see? Friends, what do you see? See it. See it. See it. I need you to see it because a dance is not enough. A sha-na-na is not enough. A running down the aisles is not enough. What do you see? Do you see yourself with it? Do you see yourself with it? Do you see yourself having conquered a stagnation in your career? Do you see yourself having overcome trauma? Do you see yourself having overcome pain? Do you see yourself traveling as a dynamic, powerful, spiritual master of mystic? Do you see yourself unlimited? Do you see yourself teaching? Do you see yourself guiding? Do you see yourself as a professor? Do you see yourself as a lawyer? Do you see yourself as a doctor? Do you see yourself as a successful counsel person? Do you see yourself as a successful counselor? Do you see yourself as a therapist? Do you see yourself as a wonderful business owner? Do you see yourself as a philanthropist? Do you see yourself as a real estate mogul? Do you see yourself as a spiritual giant? What do you see? What do you see? Do you see yourself with no debt? Or do you see yourself with debt that's highly serviceable because your income is so great? Do you see yourself speaking where you should be speaking, leading where you should be leading, doing what you have a passion to do? Do you see yourself with the peace you deserve and not the hell you've been experiencing with these past jokers and busters in relationships? But do you see yourself with someone or somebody or in a situation where you are chilled, where you're enjoying yourself? Come on now. Where you are loved and making the best love possible, where you are living and flowing free in abundance. What do you see? 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 Because there is no strategy with it until you see it. Say it again. There is no strategy to winning until you see yourself. There are some things that Joshua saw that I'll get into next week. A few things that he saw that I'll get into next week. But before he's able to be given instruction as to how he gonna do it, he first had to see it. Some of y'all want the instructions so you can see it. No, just see it. Just see your income going up by $1,000 a month and you're enjoying it. And you paying the bills you want to pay. And you going to places you want to go. Come on now, just see it and watch the strategy come. He needed to see it first. Before the strategy was given, he was required inside with insight, with mental sight to see. Hallelujah. What do you see? I want you to understand that when you see it, then the instructions on how to be it manifest. When you see it and be it, the instructions on how to manifest being it in the material way will manifest. When you see it, the guidance to manifest who and what you are inside will be revealed to you. What do you see? If You can see it. Somebody said you can be it. What do you see? Jericho feels like a weight for some people. The Jericho of our lives feel like you're 100 feet in the below the surface of an ocean. You're trying to swim. It seems like you're running out of energy because it looks like you're never going to get to the surface. You're trying, you think you might run out of breath. Your arms tired, your legs are tired. You can see light, but it seems so far away, and it seems like you're swimming in the same place. Sometimes you go up and then sometimes you come down. Sometimes you go up and sometimes you come down. And an image pops up in your mind that you just might drown. An image pops up in your mind where you stop breathing, your body starts jerking, and you get to the top, dead and not alive. Because the juggernaut of the ocean of life seems to be too big and too wide for you to conquer. Do you see yourself bursting, piercing the top layer of water, inhaling the beautiful air, and raising your arms in triumph because you made it? What do you see? Whatever you see is what you can be. I want to pray for you, and I'm going to release you. Divine vision. To see like God is to see like a winner. To see like God is to see triumph. To see like God and like a God is to see you overcoming every circumstance, every situation. Joshua and Joshua's see peace and not chaos. See everything being for you, not everything being against you. See that you're the co-writer and co-creator of your own life. And if you can see within your victories, then God will reveal the strategies. Ooh. And Almighty, I thank you today for those who are watching me. We are one. Thank you for the love that you share for all of us, that you have for all of us. And God, we are determined to see that the city has already been given to us, that the victory has already been handed to us. We are determined to see that you've granted us access to all our Jerichos. You've granted us victory for all our Jerichos. You've granted us overcoming status for all of our Jerichos. Satataba Koshniyandia. I thank you. Heavy hearts are made lighter. I thank you. Cognitive dissonance gives way to clarity. I thank you. Praise is substituted for mourning. I thank you that I can't is permanently destroyed by I can. Thank you. That Jericho is but a place that we already own and possess because we see Ra'ah with mental sight in our imagination that our partner is God, and we never, ever, ever have to lose any battles with Jericho because it's already won, because it's already done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is so. Yeshua's name, consciousness, power, and way, and so it is. Talk to me, family. How you doing? How y'all enduring? How y'all feeling? Talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. How are you feeling right now? Tell me how you feeling. Yes, yes, it is so. And so it is. Ooh. Send me your prayers, send me your thoughts, send me good feelings, send me the presence right now. Thank you for your strength. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gotta get off here and do a round trip, 7, 8 hour trip right quick. I love you. You all are dynamic, powerful, spiritual people, spiritual beings, divine. Mm, mm, mm. Take your divine vision. Take your divine vision and create a better you, a better world, a better life. All right. Those who desire to donate, you can donate this particular time. Use the giving opportunity on the screen should you so desire to donate. Yes, 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 yes. I appreciate you all so much for your donations. Mhm. Yes, when you change the way you see, you'll change who you are. When you change who you are, you'll change what you're living and how you're living. Yes, it is true. Yes, it is so. So it is. I'm going to release you with the shalom blessing. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing and nothing broken. I'll see many of you in a few days. Love you. And remember to ask yourself the question, what do I see?